I hope everybody who attended today will take with them out into the world. Um, Number one, 2020 is the year that OpenAI Cloud goes from concept to reality, and uh, I'm very grateful to all our partners that have helped us get this far, and I'm very excited about the program, which is making this truly a reality. Um, as Jan mentioned earlier in the day, our first two test beds are in Bari, Italy, and Helsinki, Finland, and their scales will be quite different. But what's important is there's a reciprocity model in play, and so in both cities, both we have at least two spatial map data organizations participating in mapping the space, and hopefully in both cities we will get a variety of different content authors who are then appending their content into the real world at locations around these testbed areas. You know, really to demonstrate that an open AR cloud is possible. For the mathematicians in the room, we need to demonstrate that n+1 participants can contribute to the same platform. And in the case of this initial set of test beds, what we're focused on is GeoPose, which is the basis for a query, and then a spatial discovery service which can respond to that query. And then what sort of content we can append to those locations in space will evolve over time. But I think initially we're going to be looking at a lot of GLTF formats. For static content, it's very easy. And so there's a lot of 3D content which could very easily be inserted in a persistent way through the world. And then with time and with more ambitious can more dynamic augmented reality and extended reality experiences also being appended out into the real world uh, using this open, you know, really I look at it as kind of a publishing model almost. I think that right now XR has a big old publishing problem, and it is walled gardens. It is getting locked into app stores. You see the legal battle unfolding between Apple and Epic right now, and that's not something that I hope all of extended reality has to go through. I think that there is quite a bit of room for open, non-proprietary, and semi-proprietary solutions to get along together in an environment that allows for open stacks and for users as well as authors as well as map data um, providers to cooperate and to find models alternative to the strictly controlled ecosystem model. And for all those reasons, I'm very excited for the test beds. And if you're not already, sign up for our newsletter. Watch us on Twitter, and that's where we will cover this as much as possible. Other big things I think worth taking away from today. Uh, the XR Safety Initiative has, as of today, published the first ever toolkit for XR applications, and really what that is it's a framework of how can I build an XR application that holistically considers the compliance, security, and privacy issues, not only for this country, not only for the USA, or not only for Europe, but all over the globe. There are concerns, and so what we did in building this rubric was really look at what are the emerging best practices all over the globe, and how can we identify a set of holistic practices which will apply generally across the globe. And so, well, it's early days and it's only 1.0 of this guideline that's come out today. Embracing these 120 some items within the guidelines gets you so close to your organization's GDPR requirements, so close to your organization's CCPA requirements. It's a great way to internalize in your organization as part of your XR strategy a set of practices which is really going to help build trust in your user base. It's going to help cover your butt when it comes to compliance and security issues. And what is your duty if you want this application to work in the European Union? Well, you've got to observe GDPR, and this guide will get you a lot of the way there, while at the same time considering guidelines from all over the world. What if you want to operate on a college campus? Did you know that there's different security and privacy requirements, at least on United States campuses? This guide takes that into account. Um, it's things like this that not enough people are talking about. I mean, I know some rather large walled garden owners occasionally will hire some figurehead academics and say that they care, but very rarely do they follow through on implementing any of the recommendations that they spend money to commission. They just want the photo opportunity. But that's really not the case with OpenAR Cloud with XRSI. And so we've built these guidelines for everyone who is serious about privacy and wants more than just to provide lip service to the very real concerns that come with XR technology, but really wants to make it a value within their organization to go to the highest standard to protect the users, protect not only the users, but also everyone participating. Every stakeholder in XR benefits from these sorts of practices. And so I highly recommend that you go over to xrsi.org and check out this publication. Uh, Several OpenAR Cloud members worked very hard to contribute to it, and we're very proud of what we were able to contribute, along with some other wonderful organizations. And this is just version 1.0. If your organization didn't get a chance to contribute, there still is time. Other things worth taking away from today is the GeoPose standard. The GeoPose standard is something that OpenAI Cloud, again, we're very proud to contribute to it, but it has use cases that extend well beyond extended reality. It's something that uh, we developed in partnership with the Open Geospatial Consortium, and uh, that was a really good choice because it ensures that the protocols we're embracing really matter to a huge variety of people, and we really are identifying interoperable components that benefit not only XR but all sorts of technologies that need precise location in space. Uh, Not only in terms of tracking, not only in terms of that XYZ coordinate, but also your pose in space and which way you're facing, which way a piece of content is posed, etc. And so all of that combined is very, very heartening. I'm glad that we are taking this incremental approach to problem solving some of these hard problems that come with the territory of XR and making them manageable, taking them in small parts, and finding partners who are enthusiastic to solve this problem in a way that is decentralized, in a way that's interoperable, in a way that's accessible. Uh, oh, another takeaway from today, that how was that wonderful accessibility panel? I hope all of you got the chance to catch it. That was quite the experiment. It took some doing for us to have a panel about XR in XR during this time of COVID. And so it was really fantastic to have a live event space where we superimposed in panelists from all over the world, from from New York State to Tokyo. We had folks from many different locations, and even with a few hiccups, I was so proud of what we achieved there. And I think that with iteration, we'll start seeing more of that, uh, as I think this COVID pandemic has demonstrated for a lot of businesses the value of telepresent working and telepresent communication. And so this technology is not going away. It's only going to become more ubiquitous, a more important part of our life. And for that reason, again, I'm very happy for what we've achieved here. It's a weird year for sure. I look forward to seeing all of you in person next year. But for now, I just want to thank everyone for attending. I think I'm going to end this session a little early. I want to encourage everyone to head over to, if you have access, if you purchase the ticket with it, we have a set of networking tables, and the networking tables are grouped by topic. Thank you, Taylor, for putting the link in chat there. The networking lounge, the tables are small by design. I think they max out at 4 or 6 people. So hopefully you can have some more intimate conversations over there. Find the others who are passionate about the same aspects of XR as you, and maybe I'll see you over there. So with that, I want to thank everyone who attended today. We are going to be raffling off to one lucky attendee an Nreal headset, and we will be announcing that in a follow-up emailer along with some links to all the cool stuff that we talked about and announced today. So once again, on behalf of myself and everybody at OpenAR Cloud, our partners, everyone who helped make this possible, I want to give a big thanks to Taylor with Cyber Summit Co. Without his support, we could not have reached you in this time of pandemic, and we would have just had to do another YouTube stream. And I think this is much better. It allows for a lot more interaction. Uh, Everyone who helped make today possible. Too many names for me to write down right now, but from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I really look forward to a future that works for everyone, and I think we're on the right path. So from myself, thank you so much. Bye.